The Russians have finally gotten access to their fire and forget weapon system for the Mi-28NM. They did not end up receiving a new helicopter capable of carrying the LMUR, unlike the Americans who got the AH-64E, but the LMUR is probably just as capable, if not possibly slightly more capable, than the American JAGM, at least right now. Obviously, this is still the dev server, nothing is final. Everything that is said in this video is subject and should be suspected to change, at least in some ways. So, Gaijin has added the LMUR to the Mi-28NM. Like I stated, they did not get a new helicopter with it, which actually, honestly, is probably more beneficial to Russian players anyways, because instead of having to research a whole new helicopter to actually play the new weapon system, they just have to unlock one modification. So, honestly, don't take it as a bad thing, take it as a fairly good thing. Now, I do agree with Gaijin giving Russia their fire and forget missile. I'm not saying I don't. But Russia didn't necessarily need it. They still had the most capable air-to-ground missile, which was the McXer. And the McXer definitely is still going to be very relevant in War Thunder. It's just, they now actually have a fire and forget weapon system like the JAGM. So that's definitely just a pro. I will say, playing the missile, it's nice. I will say the big con with it, when in comparison with the American Apaches, is the fact that if you want to carry the full 8 loadout, you have to sacrifice your air-to-air missiles. Whereas in the AH-64E, if you want to carry 8, you can still run your Stingers, and you can actually still even run AGM-114Ls or AGM-114Ks and your air-to-air Stingers, and whatever else you want to actually, whatever else you actually want to run, which is nice. I think the go-to loadout, honestly, for the Mi-28NM will be, in my opinion, will be 4 of the new LMUR, and then the set of McXers and the set of Igla air-to-air missiles. And the reason I say that is the McXer is still going to be very relevant. It's still really fast, has really good range. So carrying the LMUR to take care of SPAA, and then the McXer to clean up tanks, slow-flying aircraft, helicopters, and then the Igla for farther ranged aircraft. That's just what I personally think I'm going to end up doing with the helicopter. I do think it's nice that everyone now has fire and forget weapon systems. I think Gaijin can now go and fix the spike and the PARs and make their warheads do a lot more damage. I will say the spawn points right now in the dev server is about 710 to get into the Mi-28 and the Apache. So it's not the cheaper, 548, 610 spawn points. It's actually a pretty big chunk, which is nice. I want to know what your guys' thoughts are on Gaijin deciding not to give Russia a new helicopter. I'm not actually sure if they have any new ones that can carry the LMUR that they could have added. I'm not sure if this was kind of just the only, this was the best option for Gaijin or not. And what are your thoughts on, how it compares to the AGM-179 JAGM for the Americans? I will, like I said, be making more videos of these weapon systems as the game progresses, honestly, because everything in the dev server is not final. So everything is subject to change, everything will probably end up changing. But as of right now, the missile itself plays really nicely. I think a lot of Russian players should be very grateful that they don't have to get a whole new helicopter. They just have to get a single modification. The LMURs is fast, it has good maneuverability, it has, it has GNS, whereas in the American, the American JAGM does not seem to have that. It has IR and IOG, but not GNS. Anyways, let me know your thoughts on the video. Let me know your thoughts on the Mi-28NM. If you guys think that the LMUR is going to be one of the best air-to-ground missiles. If you guys think Gaijin even needed to add the missile system for the Russian helicopters, as if they already had, good enough air-to-ground missiles. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Make sure to join the Discord. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.